Welcome back to my channel, Valuable Rare Coins. If you love discovering hidden treasures in your pocket change, you're in the right place. First, we'll uncover some of the most valuable and rare US coins that could be worth a fortune. Let's dive in. We're spotlighting a truly captivating coin from the America the Beautiful Quarters series, the 2019 Lowell National Historical Park Quarter, minted in Denver. At first glance, it might seem like just another quarter in circulation, but this small piece of metal carries a rich story and an unexpected value that could make it a real treasure for collectors. So, buckle up as we explore the fascinating history behind the Lowell Quarter, its unique design elements, and just how much it might be worth today. The Lowell National Historical Park Quarter celebrates a pivotal chapter in American industrial history. Lowell, Massachusetts, often called the birthplace of the American Industrial Revolution, was home to some of the earliest and most innovative textile mills in the 19th century. These mills transformed the nation's economy and workforce, introducing new technologies and a shift toward factory-based production. The coin honors this important legacy and highlights the city's role in shaping modern industry and labor. Look closely at the reverse design of the coin, and you'll see a beautifully detailed depiction of a textile mill building with smoke billowing from its chimney, a nod to the industrial activity that once fueled the region. Alongside the mill, there's a figure of a mill worker, symbolizing the many men, women, and children who toiled in these factories under challenging conditions. Surrounding the design are inscriptions including Lowell, Massachusetts, 2019, E Pluribus Unum, and United States of America. The obverse retains the classic George Washington portrait with the D mint mark, indicating it was produced in Denver, although millions of Lowell quarters were minted as part of the America the Beautiful series. Their value goes far beyond their face value in certain cases. What collectors look for, as always, is the condition, rarity, and any unusual features or minting errors that make a coin stand out. Coins that have been handled in everyday transactions tend to lose their shine and detail over time. Scratches, nicks, and fading can all reduce a coin's appeal to collectors. But if you come across a Lowell quarter in mint condition, showing crisp details, with no wear and original mint luster intact, you're already looking at a coin with higher collectible value beyond condition. Some Lowell quarters have been found with unique minting errors. These could include double dies, where letters or images appear doubled due to misaligned dies, off-center strikes, or other anomalies. Such error coins are rare and highly sought after because each one is a unique variant, making them prized possessions for numismatists. If you want to check your Lowell quarter for potential value, start by examining the details closely. Look at the mill building's lines, the smoke, and the worker figure to see if there are any unusual doubling or distortions. Also, inspect the lettering for any inconsistencies or extra marks. The condition of the coin surface is equally important. Coins without scratches, discoloration, or where command the highest prices, getting your coin professionally graded and certified can greatly boost its value. Grading companies authenticate the coin's condition and identify any rare errors, providing a trusted evaluation that collectors rely on when buying or selling. So, what kind of price tag could a rare, pristine, or error Lowell quarter carry? While many circulate at face value, or just a bit more, exceptional specimens have caught the attention of serious collectors and have sold for remarkable sums. That price? A staggering $55,000. Yes, $55,000 for a single quarter, representing a unique piece of industrial American history and a prized numismatic find. So next time you handle a 2019 Lowell quarter, don't just toss it in your pocket. Take a moment to examine it closely. You might be holding a small but valuable treasure with a story worth telling. Second rare coin, we're shining the spotlight on a fascinating piece from the America the Beautiful Quarters series, the 2015 Casachi National Forest Quarter, minted in Denver. While it might seem like just another coin you find in your pocket, this quarter holds a story rich in natural beauty and historical significance, and it could also be worth a surprising amount of money. So, let's dig into the background, design details, and collector appeal of the Casachi Quarter, and by the end, I'll reveal just how much this coin might be worth. Casachi National Forest is Louisiana's only national forest, boasting a sprawling landscape of rolling hills, longleaf pine forests, and serene bayous. It's a true gem of the southern United States, offering a habitat for diverse wildlife and a playground for outdoor enthusiasts. The forest's name, Casachi, comes from the Native American word meaning long cane, reflecting the rich cultural heritage of the region. The reverse side of the coin beautifully captures the essence of this forest. You'll notice a striking image of a longleaf pine tree standing tall alongside a red-cockaded woodpecker, an endangered species that calls the forest home. This bird is unique to the southeastern United States and symbolizes the conservation efforts to protect Casachi's ecosystem. The design is detailed and vibrant, featuring the inscriptions Casachi, Louisiana, 2015, and E Pluribus Unum. The obverse side carries the familiar profile of George Washington along with the D mint mark, marking it as minted in Denver, though millions of these quarters were produced for everyday circulation. The value of the Casachi Quarter can vary dramatically depending on condition, rarity, and special characteristics. Most coins you come across will have seen the usual wear and tear from daily use, which unfortunately diminishes their collectible value. However, coins preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition, those with full mint luster, sharp details, and no signs of damage are far more desirable among collectors. They represent a snapshot in time, perfectly capturing the artistry and craftsmanship of the coin minting process. What makes the Casachi Quarter particularly exciting for collectors are the rare minting errors and unique variants that occasionally pop up. These might include double dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks, each one a fascinating anomaly that sets a coin apart from the standard issue. Such error coins are considered numismatic treasures because their rarity often leads to significant increases in value. If you want to assess whether your Casachi Quarter might be one of these valuable exceptions, take a close look at the details. Examine the tree branches and feathers of the woodpecker for any doubling or irregularities. Look closely at the lettering around the edges and check for any unusual marks or imperfections. Also, consider the overall condition. Coins free from scratches, discoloration, or where generally command the best prices. Having your coin professionally graded and authenticated can greatly boost its market value by assuring buyers of its quality and rarity. Trusted grading services like PCGS or NGC provide detailed evaluations that can turn a good coin into a sought-after collectible. Now, you're probably wondering, just how much can a special Casachi Quarter be worth? While many circulate at or near face value, uncirculated and error examples can attract remarkable prices from collectors and investors. That value. An impressive $26,000. Yes, $26,000 for a single quarter. This shows that even modern coins with great designs and a bit of rarity can become incredibly valuable. So next time you find a 2015 Casachi Quarter, don't just see it as spare change. Look carefully, you might be holding a small piece of Louisiana's natural heritage and a rare collectible worth far more than you think. Third expensive coin, we're going to explore a quarter that celebrates a remarkable piece of American history and natural beauty, the 2020 Salt River Bay Quarter, minted in Denver. This coin is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters series, and while you might see it in your change from time to time, it holds a much deeper story and potentially a hefty value. So, let's dive into the history, design, and what makes this quarter a must-watch for collectors. Salt River Bay National Historical Park and Ecological Preserve is located in the U.S. Virgin Islands, a place rich in history, culture, and stunning natural landscapes. This park preserves a unique blend of natural and cultural resources, including marine ecosystems, coral reefs, and archaeological sites that tell stories of the indigenous Taino people and the early European explorers who arrived in the Caribbean. It's a site that represents centuries of history and the intersection of cultures, making it a fitting subject for a national quarter. The reverse design of the Salt River Bay Quarter beautifully captures the essence of the park. You'll notice a striking image of a manatee swimming gracefully beneath the water, surrounded by the lush mangroves and underwater coral formations typical of the bay. The manatee is an iconic marine mammal in the region and symbolizes the vibrant ecosystem that Salt River Bay protects. Around the design, you'll find the inscriptions Salt River Bay, U.S. Virgin Islands, 2020, and E Pluribus Unum. On the obverse, we see the classic portrait of George Washington along with the D mint mark for Denver. Millions of these quarters were minted and entered into circulation, but like many coins, their value to collectors depends heavily on condition, rarity, and any unique characteristics. The Salt River Bay Quarter, being relatively new, is still widely available in everyday use, but that doesn't mean it lacks potential for collectors. Coins that have been handled regularly tend to show signs of wear, scratches, dulling, and loss of detail. That can reduce their appeal and value. However, quarters that remain in uncirculated or mint condition, with their original luster and sharp details intact, are much more desirable. What really piques collector interest, though, are any minting errors or unique variants. Sometimes, a coin might have doubled dies, off-center strikes, or minor imperfections that occurred during the minting process. These quirks make a coin one of a kind and significantly increase its rarity and value. If you're curious whether your Salt River Bay Quarter might be something special, take a close look. Check the manatee and surrounding coral for any signs of doubling or distortion. Examine the lettering and numbers for inconsistencies. Also, the coin's overall condition will be a huge factor in its collectible worth. Getting your coin professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC can give you a certified assessment of its condition and authenticity, which is crucial when selling or trading high-value coins. So, how much can a pristine or error Salt River Bay Quarter fetch on the collector's market? While many will trade close to face value, exceptional specimens have been known to command serious prices, and here's the big reveal. This coin can be worth as much as $20,000. That's right, $20,000 for a single quarter. This shows how a coin commemorating a unique slice of natural and cultural history can become a prized possession. Next time you spot a 2020 Salt River Bay Quarter, don't just pass it by. Take a moment to appreciate the story it tells and maybe, just maybe, the treasure you could be holding in your hand. Especially, we're diving into a fascinating piece of American history and numismatics, the United States $quarter coin featuring West Virginia, minted in 2005 at the Denver Mint. This coin is part of the 50-state quarters program, which celebrates each state's unique heritage and culture. But beyond its role as everyday currency, this particular quarter has captured the attention of collectors around the world. Why? Because its history, design, and rarity combine to make it a highly sought-after collectible and potentially worth a lot more than you might think. Let's unpack the story behind this coin, explore its design details, and reveal its value. West Virginia, known as the Mountain State, officially became the 35th state of the Union in 1863 during the tumultuous period of the Civil War. Its rich Appalachian culture, beautiful landscapes, and industrial legacy make it a truly unique state. The 2005 West Virginia Quarter honors this heritage with a design that speaks to the state's identity and pride. Take a look at the reverse side of the coin here. You'll see a detailed depiction of the New River Gorge Bridge, a marvel of engineering and an iconic symbol of West Virginia. This impressive bridge is one of the longest steel arch bridges in the world and is celebrated annually with the famous Bridge Day Festival. You'll also notice the inscription West Virginia, the year 2005, and the mint mark D indicating it was minted in Denver. On the obverse side, you have the classic George Washington profile that we're all familiar with. The artistry of both sides combines to create a coin that's not only functional, but also a miniature tribute to West Virginia's landscape and achievements, while millions of these quarters were produced and released into circulation. The true value of the West Virginia quarter lies in its condition, rarity, and any unique minting variations. Circulated coins, which have been passed through countless hands, tend to show wear and lose their original shine, making them less attractive to serious collectors. Uncirculated coins, on the other hand, are pristine, featuring full mint luster, sharp details, and no signs of wear. These coins can fetch a much higher price in the collector's market. But what truly ignites excitement among numismatists are any errors or anomalies during the minting process. Things like double dies, off-center strikes, or planchet defects make coins one of a kind and significantly increase their rarity. If you happen to own a West Virginia quarter in exceptional condition, or better yet, one with a known error, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded by an expert service such as PCGS or NGC. These certifications not only authenticate the coin, but also help establish its market value, making it easier to sell or trade. So, how much can a rare West Virginia quarter actually be worth? While most of these quarters trade close to their face value or a bit more in the collector's circles, some exceptional specimens have been known to fetch a truly impressive sum. Here's the exciting part. This coin can be worth as much as $40,000. Yes, $40,000 for a single quarter. That's a testament to the allure and value that coins like this hold for collectors who appreciate history, craftsmanship, and rarity all wrapped into one small piece of metal. So next time you come across a 2005 West Virginia quarter, take a moment to really inspect it. It might just be one of those hidden treasures quietly waiting in your collection or loose change. Last unique coin, we're taking a closer look at a special piece from the United States Mint's 50 State Quarters program, the New Hampshire Quarter, minted in 2000 at the Philadelphia Mint. This quarter isn't just a piece of change, it's a snapshot of history and nature, with a hidden potential that might surprise you. So, stick around as we uncover the story, design details, and most importantly, the value of the New Hampshire Quarter. New Hampshire holds a special place in American history as the 9th state to join the Union back in 1788. Known for its stunning natural beauty, from the White Mountains to serene lakes and forests, it's a state that embodies the spirit of the New England region. The 2000 New Hampshire Quarter beautifully captures this essence with its unique design. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll see a soaring profile of the Old Man of the Mountain, a famous rock formation that once stood proudly in the White Mountains. This natural landmark was a symbol of strength and endurance for New Hampshire residents until it sadly collapsed in 2003. The coin also features a tall pine tree, reinforcing the state's connection to its lush forests. Surrounding this design are the inscriptions New Hampshire, the year 2000, and the mint mark P indicating it was struck in Philadelphia. The obverse side features the familiar portrait of George Washington, an iconic image present on all quarters, symbolizing the nation's founding and unity. While millions of these quarters were minted, what sets certain New Hampshire quarters apart is their condition, rarity, and any special characteristics they might possess. Circulated quarters, which have passed through countless hands, tend to lose their original shine and fine details, making them less attractive to collectors. Uncirculated coins, however, are in pristine condition, showing no signs of wear, with a brilliant, original mint luster. These coins are much more sought after, especially if they have been carefully preserved over the years. Beyond condition, collectors are always on the lookout for mint errors or unique variants, which can dramatically increase a coin's value. Errors might include double dies, off-center strikes, or unusual metal composition anomalies. Such coins are rare and often highly prized by enthusiasts. If you think you might have a valuable New Hampshire quarter, it's a good idea to get it professionally graded by experts at PCGS or NGC. These organizations assess the coin's condition and authenticity, providing a certification that can significantly enhance its market value. Now, let's talk about the exciting part, the value. While many New Hampshire quarters are worth just their face value or a small premium, some exceptional specimens, particularly in mint condition or with rare errors, have been known to command impressive prices. And here's the big reveal. This quarter can be worth as much as $67,000. Yes, you heard that right, $67,000 for a single quarter. This remarkable value shows how coins that celebrate history and natural beauty, when preserved perfectly or possessing unique features, can become true treasures. Next time you come across a 2000 New Hampshire quarter, take a moment to examine it closely. You might be holding onto a rare piece of history that's worth far more than just 25 cents. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the story and value of the New Hampshire quarter. If you enjoyed this video and want to discover more hidden gems in the world of coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Until next time, keep exploring and happy collecting.